program is brought to you by
Visit KOFI today.
Brain X syrup. Mamofra adwini mapomuden. SCP, Esita.
Omama Royal Chocolate.
Delicious.
No, don't mommy be.
KTA Mobile.
It's the future.
Slam Technologies.
The open computer school wow. Teachers no wa botre no betimi achire wa eno an Islam Technologies.
Fly Ethiopian Airlines, the new spirit of Africa, a Star Alliance
Nest Trading Agency.
We are the best.
Tap send.
Tap send. Charlie, me say menye home. Me say tapo na send.
Rice pudding.
Abenda the bibia wom.
Ghana Match.
This program is brought to you by
Good morning, sir. Sir, please, is Abigail there? Would I say? Sir, please, would a dog bite me?
Around here. Come on, shall move the team. Huh? Come on, minute that drink.
Dad, what did you do to him?
Ask the dog.
He's the guy taking me to London.
This guy? How?
Yeah. He's a loyal customer of KOFI Ghana Limited, and they are rewarding their loyal customers together with their partners to see the KOFI Ghana Music Awards UK live in London, and it's an all-expense paid trip.
Wow.
And not just that, there are other several amazing rewards to all customers, including fridges, air conditioners, microwaves, cookers, and many more.
It will be able to Yakobi.
You just buy and win.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Where to?
London. KOFI Ghana Music Awards UK. To home appliances no KOFI. Sabusumi Wemu. Now you could be the lucky one, baby. With no partner on an all expenses paid trip. Moko share live event maybe. I will queen the promo na the first year the KOFI Ghana Music Awards UK. Entertainment no see.
Hello, love.
Gary, do you have Mommy's parcel for her big day?
The shipping company says it will take 1 month.
A month? Gary, use Rapid.
Rapid?
Rapid courier ships from the United States to Ghana and 9 other African countries within 3 to 5 days. Log on to rapidgroup.com, buy, ship to us, and we deliver right to your doorstep.
That fast?
Yes, that's Rapid for him. Can you sign this?
I thought you only ordered Mommy's parcel.
No, I ordered a few car parts too.
Are you too busy to shop? We will shop for you. Rapid also has a luggage delivery service, so you can make that extra luggage and we will deliver at the lowest rate. Locate Rapid Courier on the Spinters Road off the Lekma Road.
Rapid Courier. Just shop. We deliver. Enjoy.
I was having my journal, Yawakwaba, Edewaba, KOFI TV, so said a Benada Bianum say Mondays, a social Monday, Tuesdays, a deep talk Tuesday, Tuesdays, no a Debia, a defa game, na edwenwen niema ba kwa na mienu bi a eya na adwen enta enkoso eho na ene yenche ye yensa ka opanin bi a obetumi aboa yen ama ade bi a ye mu bi yegidi se ha Ghana de hye wo mo wa control mu ene wo mo a ewo Ghana ha nkasa ene Ghana nkankro ye ne ba bedi enkomo afasa ensemi eho wo yo bi a wa ye adwuma ewo nyame adwuma no mu ache business wise nso no wasan aben ho ewo mu obezi ewo so ochi amama yahodo pi no aso se si ameka se de London na menimu se owo ebia na wa relocated dia menimu de oho a na waba Ghana enche na wonam ha na nse ye mu okose sa Africa man panimfo abedi akire ne panimfo pi no abeka ombo mu se yenhwe yadwen a ye de dwen ne kwan ye betumi afa so ne asesa ne mabi ewo ya brabo a ye bo se ebibifo eninti ene yente ya yensaka Dr Evans Oppong ewo studio ha ene babedi nkomo. In fact, this is not the first time. The first time ene di nkomo no feedback amenya ene very great. Omanfo any AJ the level of thinking ne nimdia one echeye. Enti ene so akan ho a ye mo akwaba. Obetumi adwene yen se wo hwe ewo Facebook a obetumi a share video ama oyonku bi anya bi ahwe. As usual, se we nso nya de wani gye ho ne bia obetumi a reserve data edu de wani gye ho no na wetumi abahwe bi na I don't force my content on my viewers. Me believe say wo ho kwan say uchusu de wani agye ho na wo hwa wani etumi agye. But Mariam fi say wo Europe ana wo Canada ana say wo states ni bia mu America, download the app we dey na tap send. We say tap send anoma green no eda so sa ye de send sika eba Ghana eye ahudwono kwan so a untua kapre. In fact, it's the fastest way to say man for this send sika eba was download for the first time kwana o mo che sika for joining the pool and actually no send there yentel kapre kra entino koso na use tap send for send sika fabrefie ne chichiru sabria ye boaboa ye ho na yakọ bronya bre emu o send sika mo adwen enko ho and actually pese auto provisions bi be che obi o pese auto provisions from no ne na wode ebe fie na ye deliver ghanamart.com a platform abetun yakọ ho no ye sade no market kese pa. You just go there, do your shopping and put me a place order sabosumi bia o mon send we nkoma asomasi o mbe send ni na ede aba na enije etun aba utu kwan so Ethiopian airline and American for amount say eya fatu kwan na eno ena ya hongono kwan a obi afa so sese etu kwan vehicle 20 eya aduma waso a omanfo enom na e boost wo more systems ebo ho ban free ade ahodo ho AEP no anso free wo mo yade emu ena KTA phones America ene wo mo wo nanso benya bi ato wiase afa na nyina kan KTC Amazon okwa o search KTA phones o mo smartwatches ene mapia Ghana ni ena wa hyehyɛ ne abofo aka bomu a wo mo ayesa phones nti wo mo ye ya ne ho eden ede ma ye ayewo abibre mu ha no nti ya na watobi na watumi ayusu eguso ne bobo aboafo aka ne mom kafam electronic appliances ahodo nyina na gyesu e wo Ghana ha eno no memma doka kwaba na yene no ending komo eja akwaba
Jose Kofi
yeshia ya che papa
papa
yenya on say ya na yeni age because you say travel and see one mututu kwan na ya na you gather a lot of knowledge yeshia ya na yepese yetapo na yenya bi but traveling across Africa memfa nkwa da Africa ya ye ho ya what have you gathered ye different with regards to Ghana for Nigeria for Liberia for
I think say all across Africa no the same thing. They are making me say is different. I hope some of the
no problem.
They are making me say different is like a prophet is not honored among his people. That might be the only difference. But in terms of our mindset, in terms of how we do things, in terms of our exposure and everything, I think is the same. And so, yes, for me, I don't even think that there is the need for the barriers across Africa.
Okay.
Yeah, there should be a lifting of some things because it's the same.
It's the same. But yen subai mate ebi o hwa say oh alata for the ohunu say obenya sika no waba oh no waba hwa no obi say ye de nya ye Ghana ni hu say obi anya bi a Kaka watimi we sika we hwɛ sika no mawi o mode egi o mani sa no okɔ other areas a ɛho nso no ɛwɔ kwan a wo nso related to no difference ben and then is it true the analogy I'm
yes, I've got me different kind of friends, Ghanaian friends, Nigerian friends, different nations. But I think Nigerians are well exposed, well connected. Nigerians are very useful and helpful. The reason being is when you're dealing with people with, excuse my language, I know somebody's going to get, people with poverty mentality, our mindset is different. Now, like I always say, if you go to my village in Chra, na Sebi, Ukita, Toyota Corolla Krana, a big achievement. I remember when I used to be in Ghana, I was Ghana years ago. My dad came from Amsterdam, and then my dad brought Opel Kadett, used one. And in town, when we visited the village, it was the number one. Everybody was excited. Red Opel Kadett. Okay. It was when I grew, now I started to say me tutukwai. Then I realized, na can't all mind the buyer now. No, be energy won't gidi no sa enye bibia. You see, but in the village, it was the best. And to be free tra, na se or that poverty mentality na so okochra now more be and say 1,000 Ghana, a big money. Yeah. But ABR cry is nothing. Yeah. That comparison. Nigerians are used to big things. They are well exposed academically. Now you can have your own observations about Nigerians, but to me, there is no country like Nigeria. They are rich in everything, including mental richness. The problem may be management and leadership, but the country is so endowed. And one of the things I realize is that there are people that help one another. Good. Easy said Nigerian will see an opportunity and just call you, hey, my brother, you have to get this all, and begin to expose you to things. Now, maybe because I'm close to them, maybe I've not been very fortunate to be close to certain Ghanaians, but I don't get that. Okay. What I get often is, if you're not careful at the end of the day, you have strife with your fellow people. But maybe because I don't have too many Ghanaian friends as well. But for me, I think our culture is wrong. Our upbringing is wrong. And the way we perceive things, we have the crab mentality of Yemobianko.
Okay, koto.
So that's one of the biggest problems. If you're surrounded with Ghanaians outside, in Ghana I'm not here, so I wouldn't be able to tell much. Maybe it's far better here because I see a lot of success, achievements here. But I cannot pinpoint in my cycle of work as a pastor, I cannot pinpoint one Ghanaian church abroad that we could say is well successful. Over 1,000, 2,000, I don't know one globally. Okay. But I know globally we have the likes of the KICC of Nigeria, we have the likes of the Redeems, we have the like of Christ Embassy, we have the likes of these great things. But you cannot pinpoint one thing associated to Ghanaian that you could say is doing well. And these are things we need to look into. Business-wise, same. You could be able to look at places like Stansted Airport, Luton Airport, bought by Nigerians, owned by Nigerians. A whole airport in England, owned by Nigerians, football clubs. But you don't see that about our people. So then the question is, why? We are neighbors to them. Nigeria is 30, 40 minutes away from us.
Yeah. We'll fly right at 45 minutes.
Great. We school with them in the various universities across the world. We may even be better in certain areas. But the point is that our mindset will not be able to help us to go forward because, number one, if you want to go, I will not support you to go. Nigerians are many. They are very supportive. So it's easy for them to keep moving. And I'm excited for Nigerians. I'm excited because they are all Africans. So when I see them do exploit, you know, in various areas of sports, entertainment, academics, you know, religious, everything. They are the face of Africa. That's the joy. But in terms of Ghanaians, I don't see that much. I hope very soon we will be able to break some ice and break some limit. But it's my desire that the next generation, number one, will begin to understand the power of patriotism. Love for one another. We can build except we are united. The idiot's way the white man controls the black man is divide them. Until now, we've not been able to deal with that battle. We still talk about slave trade, blah, blah, blah. For me, that's not a big deal. The big deal is not what happens years ago. The big deal is what we are doing out of it. Because you can't even blame a white man who came to your country in very few numbers to dominate you. You can't blame that. Yeah, so I think we have a problem, and our problem is very, very big. And the problem revolves around us. So there are few things we need to change if you really want to see a change. Yeah.
And then kasa yedi e hon komo ye share Ghana kwanya ebetumi afaso na kwanya ye faso adwen ye betumi asesa no a yetumi etu ho anamo. Was it so true, Papa? We free K notice ho. Was it most evil and racist country? And man. Was it Papa is having an upcoming program at Legon KOFI. Okay, yeah, maybe some wasem Angela Brakwa and Otro and no the buyer. Was it a Ghanaian man would take money in Europe before he show you a job, but Nigerian man will never do that. Or say junior. Hey, like I say, I went to Mukra.
You know, I think it's worse outside. You see, say, your personality, no, even locally, some way, somehow, abe in culture, abe in suit, right? You see it everywhere. Sometimes, maybe share more media platforms here, and some of the things that becomes a topical issues. Sometimes, to be very fair and honest, I ask myself, how can this be a national issue? How can this be a national news? And if as a nation that has become our national news, then something is wrong. You know. So for me, I think there is a problem. It's difficult to say, but we must admit there is a problem.
No, say ne dear, me I hear Ghanaians na nkasa bi ohwa makoto Ghana fo bi wa kwantu ma bi ohwa area north no. Ono nkwa na the only black person wo among abrofo nko a you can say outside hono areas ni bi ohwa obekọ no obeka kire say abrofo no problem e ohwa na say omo ye very racist omo adwane afri kro mu akotena ya na omo level of racism ne high but I prefer her because onya Ghana ni bia mane metwitwa I'm like but kromo so and they give you reasons yes I want rent to a form and this and that they'll give you all the reasons and otna Ghana for mu it becomes a problem.
I think yes, you see, anybody who has a problem with exposure and success, you can't succeed around them. Anybody.
I get it.
Anybody, because our people, it's bad to generalize, but majority of our people, excuse me to say, are comfortable where they are. Good. And they would have a big problem with you if you begin to go higher than they are. And it's obvious. Nobody fights you when you're failing.
That's true.
Everybody start fighting you when you're making it. In fact, you started from Ghana. The little I know from Ghana here, Obia wenye skebia is kedro.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Now, if Obia wenye skebia is kedra, why ne bit me associated rightly? Also, for be a miracle be on frinyame. They're all struggling frinyame. Are there a papa biano where they me suspect be from? They're all branded the BBM from that means our mindset is basement. Our mindset, we are in the dispensational Alan Marx, dream choir befa so sit down with Marx. sit down with him. They want to build, and they are buying plots in these dimensions. Air car, as to how car bit me too. And these are dimensions people are thinking. And so if we are not thinking that way, na say obinya Toyota RAV4 na say we dey esikadura, that means you're quite wa. It's very far. You see, but the thing is that even though we don't see how dangerous this is, but I see it. Because if I look at our people and I get to Ghana and I see a problem, and I see our people and we are still praying, we are fasting, we are schooling, I think say no. For me personally, I think there is a major problem. And we are blaming politicians. They are number one to be blamed. Yes, I know. But the problem is beyond politics. The problem is the kind of people, the kind of mind we are working with. Because KOFI, the truth is that, like I always say, you cannot change your circumstance until you change your mind. In Canada, there is a place called Niagara Falls. Okay. Niagara Falls is a tourist area. Because Canada speaks French and English, there is a man that went for tourism. And then he went to a place around there, the falls. And then water no area by Biatro Poison. Now, because he's an English speaker, he read poison as poison. Okay. So, onomunsone kakra. So when he realized, say, Yatro poison or cast poison, and then psychologically, he began to think, say, wanom poison. Because fish will want to him say poison or wanom into bewu. So they called the ambulance. This man started dying on the way. So whilst the paramedics came in the ambulance, they asked him, where did you drink the poison? He said, where the fish were. And the man said, what did you see? He said, I saw poison. The man said, no, it's poison, meaning fish. Psychologically, now you know the can kuno. So one poison. And to our kuni in our son obewu. Now, if the mind is not changed, give the continent or the nation billions, we can't make anything. Mindset no wrong. We can fix the country when we fix our mind and we fix our leadership mind. And when they say fix the mind of the people, yes, the leadership are part of it. Everything rises and falls on leadership. The truth be told. The odi anymore na echa kwan no. And to the old chasano the odi anymore. So leadership first. We cannot. Everything that does well is the leader. When it fails, is the leader. In my church, I tell the church all the time. When the church does well, it's me. If it fails, it's me. I can't blame somebody for the failure of my ministry if I'm the head. Until I have to take a decision to lead a people to a destination. A leader is the one that leads people to where they want to go but can't go. As a nation, we want to be developed. So we are not developing. So we need somebody to take us there. So the problem is that you di any monocount. But we non so we need a mindset. But you di any moment me aboa my answer because say ye ka se mo bi amfa na police na say mo bi amfa. But yanka de obi abefa. Naturally speaking, say everybody in life think like a child. And if you want to know how true, say if our bankers, if our media men, if our politicians, na mo ko training na ye jamu ambe dede. Lecture na be lecture no munyina mo yempanimfo ba mo ye dede. Because no, there is always a childish thought in every individual. The only way that brings maturity is the discipline of law. So when you begin to put regulations and discipline in place, everybody behaves. That's how human nature is. So I believe say a problem no, a mindset. A mindset. And this are you because what to kwaya na ya so second hand card abasa na ya bewu na yeko. And that's what we are doing. You call China, you call Dubai, baby, you baby in Bianeko. But you qua, you bad the same way because adjoining society. You call a car tire, you call a car, you call a wardrobe, by Yansa. And you know, it's difficult for the economy to change when the mind is not changed.
Meaning, sir, on Africa, am I impending for baby presidents all over? Only from your point as say leadership. We need to fix it, you know. what do you pick? Is it to say omo penal? Is it to say edu baby per se absolute power corrupts? Omunye too many we are na bibia asay. Yen you demanded so much from them. What do you pick?
From some of them, no, honestly speaking, they have the genuineness and the willpower, but they didn't anticipate the problem as big as they thought. Now, I always say every leader have a vision, like Joseph, and like Pharaoh. We all have dreams. If we ask you what you're going to do right now, sometimes you know himself, Papa and Mobra, so you want to do well. It's only when you grow and you start living for yourself, then you begin to realize, hey, Papa, why are they? So most of these people, but problem is bigger. And number two, even among them, no, there's a problem. The problem is that among the leadership in Ankasano, there is conflict, there is division. A house divided among itself cannot stand. Make us be advised, main enka, anyway enka among the same party. Yeah. Now, Obi agenda is different, even though it's the same political party. So they have a big problem. Plus European influence, plus the people's mindset, plus the time base. So most times, many of them give their reasons. But I personally feel we cannot truly depend on any politician. No president can help. They can only work with us. And that's the honest truth. We need a very strong-minded leadership, like Paul Kagame, you know, like the late Magufuli. Men with their own mind and vision. You can't lead people to success without vision. And vision is contradictory to abnormality. In other words, Obia or vision biano, the people may not like him because you're breaking out of a norm. Yeah. The greatest thing for every man to take is change. Nobody likes change. You have your camera crew here. Now, when you want to institute change and tell them wear suit, put on tie. If you're coming to KOFI TV, you have to dress a certain way. Obey no baby, because no, the change, you know, he doesn't want it. But you must be a strong leader to be able to say, one more tire, member studio. Don't come to the studio if you are not dressed appropriately the way we want to brand this business. So it's the mindset of the leader that's shaping it. And I think that's what we need. We need strong-minded people that know where they are going to take us. Otherwise, they are candidate, we will waste it. The universities can't do it. That's the honest truth. Because look at the population of Ghana that are learned. The population of Nigeria. Today, in the 21st century, Africa, somebody with first degree is almost nothing. When I come here, I see young people, I want to do my master's, I want to do that. So that is telling me that if it's schooling, we have schooled enough. We have people with first degree, engineering. Light and traffic light need to me do. We still important toothpaste. We still important a whole lot of stuff. Now, but we are studying all these courses in our universities. So then my answer is that I don't think personally that our academic institutions are the answer. Some things are wrong.
Was it Ghanaians like people from other countries than their own? Ghana people, no wonder witchcraft is worrying them. If we sterling GHO and Ocho Ebaye. Was it there is going to be an upcoming program on Legon campus? Okay. Angela, the university can't do it. I love that. We're free Nandi Ho. Leadership mindset. Good. We're free Chon ill lead within Saudi Arabia. Was it? It's true. Schooling is not enough. Okay, notice. Powerful, Nana Abba. This is pure wisdom. Nana Abba message. You know, Kofi Egua for say, oh my God. Very deep. Very deep power. But opas is here. Topic here. Sure say. A pastor who is a ritualist confesses of how but but because we are thinking and doing something deep, you see the number of people. But Tuesdays, they already, I've told you, say, yeah, and I know, say, and yet, baby favorite, more concern, yeah, and Tuesdays, and your favorite. But I pray, say, time will come, but when I say Tuesdays, no crown and anchor, the best day parts. So, no, yeah, now, what say, this is mental slavery. And what here, Amma Peterson, the here mental slavery, no, to me, yeah, what most Ghanaians need. Antivirus brainwashing. Naya Bingi message. Was it laws must be enforced? That is the only way to build a nation. Do we hate ourselves as Ghanaians? Do we prove that in our but in our actions, you know, we are proving something like that?
Hate may be a strong word, but maybe we are not supporting ourselves enough.
Okay.
Yeah. Hate may be a strong word, but the truth of the matter is that we are not lifting ourselves enough. You know, two are better than one. If we can support ourselves, I'm sure we can really travel far. We can do a lot. There's a lot we can do, but we are not seeing it from that perspective. Why am I saying so? It's likely to have instead of thinking of how do we lift this brand. Having a company name that need any bear kitwa, also the other bear kitwa, Basana life in it here. We don't want anything big. But share Alibaba, now share Microsoft, now share you begin to see a mindset of a people that think this way. Let's make it big and all live big. But our people, our mindset is that okay. So Kofi na we dia and na Kofi etimi ya dia metimi aye enti memfa Kofi idea no nti odte won nche no na adwenye ne se oboa wo dia na mana akoso ne dia ne se kwan be na me ne me yire nso ebetimi afa ya ho an nso e be dia ada na Kofi na wo se ye leader ebetimi ya leader ne bi enti business na obetimi aboa mana akosoro no that's not what his focus is. Nti oba ne nyina ope idea na wape osin to kakra bi he is looking for your shortcoming so he can be able to ride on your shortcomings to go up. And that's our biggest problem. Forgetting about the fact that the leg of an elephant is bigger than the full ant. So if we are an elephant, that's an elephant, the 9 pet crown media, a so sin tetia.
Yeah.
But rather, no, obepe saying in a ben tetia and kitten na elephant tetia and so. You understand? So we have small businesses, small churches. Ubetimiako school back. There are about 10 churches. Obia 20 people, 10 people, 20 people. Obia answer a bishop. Then you begin to ask yourself, say, how far can we go? Vision when I had 10 people, no. The next 5, 10 years, 20 years, any hobby, but anke be a big tenor, it will survive the test of time. And that's our biggest problem.
Different again for some yedi. But let me come to because so you also for how we take Christianity Ghana and Africa and how worship or some etier outside UK specifically and I'm saying why more based difference there.
Well, there shouldn't be difference if you are going to face the truth because it's the same Bible. The Nyamiaka na Nyamiaka. So Bible is the same everywhere you are in the world. However, no cultural differences again. Cultural differences. Sebi, if you dwell with your people, the kind of time, the kind of things we are exposed to get a building in the UK for church is a big deal. So benye baby edaya sorry. In Ghana you can easily, makoto plot ba akoma simi dying. Sometimes permit crying or what you die why no. In the UK it's a big deal. Yeah. So all these things are challenges. And we live in a society or a community that is system built. The system is working. So nurse ni beko ejuma. Ndi beko ejuma ntino ntimi mba sorry every time. Or night shift. So these are some of the little changes, but whereas every weekend an average Ghanaian, an average African will go to church because we have the luxury of time. We also, it's part of our culture. Christianity has become part of our church. But in Europe, it's slightly different. For me, I think that's the little differences that I see. And so I would say not too much time is given to church.
Or outside.
Yeah.
But with regards to superstitious beliefs, spiritualism, and associating a lot of happenings to some unseen hands, is it the same?
No. No. The few I've seen in my few visits in Africa, I could see it's a stream sometimes. Sometimes it's a stream, and I pray and wish Shanka and yes, sir. But this is the beliefs of the people, and you can't help it.
Yeah, superstitious way na ebroso.
I think so. Yes, ebroso. Sometimes, yeah, sometimes.
Obi ejina mo ayira be si ufie kura be fa na ehwe anointing egun so etwaja atun mo.
Papa. That's the point. But for me, I think it's part of the mindset. Say, meet me about fear, ebi mama unsu KOFI, in case it's come the waje. Missy canning and obeshim no. But Jimmy Sika from him, sir, I quite dear. Now, the mindset different because that's how we've been programmed and groomed to be. Obia enemy. Now, don't forget, religion is handed over to us by the white man, but Christianity is handed over to us by God. There's the difference between Christianity and religion. If you're not careful, your Christianity can be religious, and the number one idol is religion. Okay. So until we break the boundary of religion, we can't be free. Religion is the number one enemy of mankind, no matter where they are. Because religion is dangerous. Religion can make you kill. So all this Al-Qaeda and everything, at the end of the day, is somebody's religion. All right, so, and that's what religion does. Religion can separate mom and dad. Religion can, I have a cousin who goes to one church here in Accra. She's a graduate of Legon. I was part of a wedding. We're very close. After marriage, started going to a church and being brainwashed that everybody is a witch, including the dad. The mom and dad lives in Accra for about 5 years. He's not seen them, not said hello. So now, because of religion, this educated person has cut off family. Because edanitirimu se obia wona busuamu bia enye. And edanitirimu se ninyu anokro ye sofo no, omasore no eye too sinful because I know who abrofosem do. Yeah. So such a person who is still an intellectual has a problem. That's how powerful religion is. Religion can make a learned person look like a fool. But Christianity is truth, and truth is the same everywhere. It's power. You cannot change truth. If it's red everywhere. Yeah. So I think our biggest problem, many a times people compare Christianity in Europe, Christianity abroad, and Africa. I think it's not the basis. I think here we tend to be too religious on most of the things we do. And because Bible is about love. The fundamental principle of the gospel is love. Love your neighbor as yourself. So how can KOFI go up as I'm going up? Do to your neighbor what you want your neighbor to do to you. So if I'm thinking big, I want everybody in my church to do well. I want everybody around me to succeed. So I am thinking big. I'm thinking for everybody big. If you can think same for me, then we can rise together. Yeah. So there is nobody who is genuinely Christian and will not have love. But unfortunately, we begin to think we are Christians by prayer because of Bompai Bebreno, because Wankofobia Ponchi, because Oniobi Ankoda. So he feels that he's so holy. So to us in Africa, our Christianity is that me nomonsa, me mfa oba, me nkowi obi abibi, enti enwana me konkro. No. For me, love goes beyond that. Love is the ability to sacrifice your interests for fellow human beings. Love is to think about the fact that what can I do to make the next person better, not bitter. So if he's my boss, what can I do to make his company so great? So the tembia will die, obenya komapa. But nipa ne kind Bible or office. In fact, or your morning devotion or office over. Time no crowd be you or the morning devotion. So what can a bad problem? We had a house in Kumasi, Bokrom, and then at the back of our house there was a church. Now no pabi did this. So one day I went there and said, hey, what did they do? So Boga for the sa no motie. Omo penya me som. Omo coaches are sorry monko. So because I told them the truth, say moye did it. No soundproof. I mean, and it's every obi saw them on nipa too. And I'm bumping the microphone yeka. Then oko can be a problem. So this is the kind of people and do want to mean oka you're branded. So to them then you may something yes me bumpy. That is more than that. And that's why sometimes when you cry sorry, but there are things we will not do. You understand? Christianity there, the Bible is the same. Love, a fundamental principle. And everybody should be able to practice it. It's not enough preaching it if you're not practicing it. And so for me, how do you change your fellow human being? The easiest way is not to quote John 3:16. The easiest way is not to tell me who Abraham is. I don't know about Abraham. One day there was a man by name Abraham. He didn't have a child. He was 100 years. I can't relate to that. It's a myth. It's a story. I can't relate to that. I can relate to you, the Abraham talking to me, and how you made me feel. I can relate to how you loved me, how you were able to assist me, how you were able to sacrifice for me. If Abraham is a father of faith, and Abraham was the one that built, Abraham gave, Abraham did this, and I see you do, I can relate my mindset to what you're talking. But you cannot tell me about a Jesus who was so much a loving person when your deed me lift o kaka no wa break me bibia. Unya akwanya kakra ndie me pesa me ye no wase na wajiafa. And you're telling me say wono uye kronkroni. No, you are just a selfish individual riding on people's sweat. So I can't trust you.
Bless you for speaking the mind of God. We free Ajua Ubil ho. We see true, clearly, and exactly. May God bless you for your wonderful wisdom speech, bro. We free Junior Perry ho. And but anyway, question if you what. Based on the okay, it looks like, is it hypocrisy with the side and the kwanya yehunya me som and as a obiya ye bone obi nye bone we die ne ye mona seniem we die de okay, and how we see it
is ignorance.
Okay,
number one, ignorance, because you see, when things are handed over to you without you having interpretation, you're likely to blindly follow. Oma me say na ma me nkasa. Wan bisa no kwasa ma adai. Usha na watwem. Ma me no e bai fu ene nkasa. We make sure so onye wadamfo. But you don't even know why. As of you the onye crowd. We na ne kasa there be. But you didn't even take the time to know him. One else nyame on konkron wo mu no. One man ho kwan po. There are people who can cut me off just by what somebody told them. They will not know me. They will not speak to me. But then, just somebody telling them about this man can either make them accept me or reject me without knowing me. So, what am I saying? Ignorance. Ignorance is the tallest mountain in the universe. And until we deal with ignorance, we can go far. Why? The Bible is in our hands. We do quiet time every day, but we don't understand it. The Ethiopian Enoch said, when he was asked by Philip, do you understand what you're reading? He said no. And that's what the modern day church is. I don't have a problem with the church. It's a great thing. But we need to understand. You can read and ask the Holy Spirit for interpretation, understanding yourself. But this is the thing. What the Oma Kacheno and it did so. And religion. That's it. There are 90% of Christians, you ask them to quote 5 scriptures, it's going to be a problem. Those who can quote it can't interpret it. Those who can interpret it can't practice it. So it's become a mystery. You know, so that's the biggest problem. But I think with time, things are unraveling. Like we talk about, you know, our society needs a transition, a transformation. And for me, like I always say, we may not be able to change our world or change our country, but we can initiate the change. Like Africa has a problem and I know it. Do I like it? No. Do I think it can change? Yes. When? It's starting. The fact that a breed of people are beginning to come to terms with the fact that certain things need change. Now all across Africa, you can see revolutionized youth from ministry to business to every area trying to now penetrate. We have great people. This afternoon I was with one of my brothers, Andrew Techi of Zipe. Now these are guys who have individually tried to make a difference without any political affiliation. And they've made it global. So I'm beginning to have confidence that if the new generation come in, will be able to revolutionize their thinking and not depend on people, we will be able to make a difference. We can make a huge difference, and we are making from the church perspective. When I come to Ghana and I see the like of Nyamiche, Dr. Nyamiche, I see the like of Francis Oben, I see the like of some of the great young people who are doing amazing. But you see, no matter what you do, darkness seems to be so loud than light. So normally we will talk about churches and we will take those who have all the problems. There are people doing well here. When I come to Ghana, there are ministries doing amazing. There are businesses that are internationally recognized. And you see, our problem is that we don't celebrate those doing well. And I need to be able to be calling a spade a spade. It's very difficult for a good information to be able to have acceptance than bad. And some of the things that, like I said, becomes national news. If it's social media, I got no problem. But to understand that we get into our parliament to say, Papa, no. For me, amen, amen, amen. To an extent of this slogan getting to parliament, it looks like we are not serious. Because this is the head of the institution of decision making. It becomes a news on television, becomes a news. Now, the things we have, don't forget, you can only train people by visualizing. So what you show them is what they become. And so if the chunk of our time is taken to discussing things that do not add value, then we have a problem.
People hear and conclude and start spreading good and bad. That's right. And he said, "Okay, no, obi mpe obi asem, nyese bia onim nipa no, but the ote ye fa na ho, enti ompenasem." I call it instant justice. Kosopa businesses obi wo ho a mekai mami bia na oye restaurant na Satan na fi na chicken wings abafoforo. Chokoto chicken wings box back. No the yen kwante ne uduru ha o ma aduane na o me chicken nyama ti obia na aduane so wings nkwan na guso mo si o mami na kwaje aduru na adentina akokọ de ese eku na ese wo tumi hu ne nan wom ese wo tumi hu ne fu wom ese wo tumi hu ne kese na ono ne de akokọ nsanko a. In fact, spread here will become estate.
Look at that.
Sama woman banku a otono business go here.
So
ignorance. I mean tell say, oh, not just say your chicken wings in one box or what. Yet me the back.
Because on tiasia.
Yeah.
Asem. And the idea biara is foreign to us, no. We criticize it.
Yeah.
And that's just our mindset. It's just parochial. And the any rising star will kill him. The reason being said, when you're rising, you are doing something out of the norm. You cannot be a rising star doing the same thing. My ton chicken no said you'll be a ton anka onya problem.
Yeah.
But or branch out, no. The branching out, instead of seeing it as creativity, initiation, something positive, to embrace it, Because we are foreign to that, we condemn it. And the dachi bi no be hu say sa na enye sa no wagu obi adwuma wi. And that's why we can branch out. And car be na pe Toyota. Because almost Ghana the Toyota na sell. Yeah, so you will not go any extreme. Obeko University, Broni Krum, Okoye Masters, bra. Ghana for more lecture, more class, no more anqua, more on pay any foreign tail. How do you penetrate through the Asian community? How do you penetrate through the white community? How do you learn the secrets of people? Now, if you are just mingling with your little, parochial minded people, how do you then break? He's crossed the Atlantic Ocean. Eko Holland. Obi wofufu. Team. Holland. I mean, may call Ghana market too. I mean, you understand? So there's no problem with that. But the truth of the matter is that we have to understand that change is all we need in life. In fact, me naturally, if nothing is changing around you, I don't want to be around you. The next time I come on your show and I'm speaking the same thing, I'll feel bad. Because I have to see change. Yeah. Why did I say this the last time and said this the same thing? No, because life is progressive, not retrogressive. So there must be change. If you do broadcast the same way you do every week, I'll stop watching you. There must be change. And change is the only thing that does not change. So we must come to terms with the fact that sometimes we must provoke our thought with change. We must embrace controversial things. We must be able to bring certain people that may not make sense to us. You see, when we say something is nonsense or senseless, it's because it doesn't make sense to you. A madman laughing, to him, that's sense. It doesn't make sense to you. Now, it's senseless to you because it does. Now, when I am not speaking Chi, and you're speaking Chi, it will be nonsense to me because it's noise. I can't understand. To the person who speaks Chi, is excited. When I see Indians, Asians speaking their language, I don't understand. So it's noise. Obi a oye Christoni, so o neighborhood na sebi obi onkwa sore boni disco ne ade oye dede. Wow, sorry, so the gospel song shame now be on class. I don't know ye did this, because you can't understand. Anything foreign to your ear and your mind is nonsense. So therefore, we shouldn't be quick to criticize or judge other people whom we don't understand. We have to try and make sense out of what they are doing, because indirectly it may make sense at the end. And that is what has infiltrated our political scene. Okay. You understand? There are certain members of the leading party who are great. There are certain members of the opposition party who are great. What we need as a nation is not which affiliation. What we need as a nation is that we need those who can lead us. Can we have the great here and the great there to work us forward?
No, we can't.
Instead of part us apart.
No, we can't.
That's the thing. So when it's national team, we are not saying so Bokotoko or Bohas in for it's national team. We want the solid team. Why can't we use the great mindset of those who are great in NDC, great mindset of NPP, and build a better Ghana? But rather we criticize, condemn, destroy. Now the genesis of our destruction is leadership. You understand what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, we build with one hand and we break with the other. And that's exactly what we are doing. Now, if we are just going to be partisan and opposition and all that, no matter what good you do, I don't see. And when you come, no matter what good I do, I don't see. So that's why we start project halfway, we bank it and we dump it. This one comes, start another thing. I mean, you have only 4 years. You can't finish everything. Can there be continuity? Can we achieve something? I mean, there are buildings that were left abandoned for decades. Nobody cares. Because they're the party. And we still have ignorant people who are going to say, Now, don't tell me what NDC did wrong. Don't tell me what NPP did wrong. How can we make it right? That's what we need. Because at the end of the day, it's not about anyone. It's about us, the collectiveness. So you get to Rwanda now and you can see progressive movement. Magufuli took Tanzania within 5 years to a middle-class economy. Now that's vision. That's a mindset. I think these are leaders I personally would want to affiliate with. I think these are people that I can call leaders. They have results. Yeah. They know exactly what they want. They know where they are going. They have a mind of their own. Their results are measurable. You can measure it. You may not like a person, but you can't stop the results. So globally, including the white community, know what Magufuli did for Tanzania in 5 years. But you see, every time a person wants to destroy a person, he must find somebody close. Now, I read one of the news, and then I realized that Acacia Group of companies were owing Tanzania state almost over 190 billion US dollars in taxes. And these are foreign countries, foreign companies. And Magufuli was able to block all these guys. Now, ladies, I believe that these are the kind of leaders we need in our churches, we need in our politics, we need in our institutions. We need genuine leadership. Okay, and it's time that we rise up to the truth to think, say, no, certain things need to change. And I'm sure it's going to change. It started changing. And by the grace of God, we hope, say, we will develop a better Ghana. I have so much confidence in Africa. I have so much conviction that Africa will be great. It will take time, but Africa will be great. Because your international platforms, I happen to be there, doctors and professors and lecturers, and I could see the hunger of the Africans in the diaspora, including those back home, the hunger to make a difference, the hunger to create a change, you know, in the Caribbean community, in the African community. So yes, once there is the hunger, we will eventually arrive. Yeah.
I wish this man can speak free so everyone will understand, because he's speaking wisdom. Esther free message, you know. Ajua Wubel said this is what we call wisdom. Jaden Bota Airborne in some Edemau. Is it Chunli Reed? Or say, if you live in London, join us at City of Faith Ministry. And or the address at the Akahu. Message in there, very, very deep. Very, very, very deep. Was say it's speak the national language. Woman and can't number for Emilia Jason message. I don't know. Someone. Anyway, as it stands now, Tree is not a national language. So, Wisdom is speaking, watching live from Barcelona. Prophet Collins Amwa message. You know. Was he we in the diaspora from Germany are hungry rough? Was a junior. Was a great man with wisdom. Sian Williams Kweku message. Very wise. Scott Major. Sandra, I was say to thank you. I think on the invited one patient Edwards. Very wise. Scott Major messenger or Troy you know. What do we do now? With all problems we identify. Yes, it be how can my solution, but check your problems cut across and the air cost what do we need to do?
For me, I think we don't have to be talkers. We have to be actors, because we live in the actors generation, not the talkers generation. Talk is cheap. I can sit here and rattle because the black man is used to talking. Everywhere there is pain, there is speaking and singing, because speaking and singing is the only way to express and to heal from pain. So when you see a people that have been, wounded so much, it's either they sing or they talk. So South Africans are all singers. We begin to see, so right from independent days, you could see the songs we were creating, even in our Christianity, some of the songs, honestly, some of the songs, I don't think it's worship. It's out of pain that we sing them, So where there is struggle, there is a talk. But we have to move from the talking realm to the acting realm. I want results. What I'm looking for is not another lecturer, because I did that 4 years at the university. So I don't need lecturing. Don't tell me the problem. Give me the solution. So I tell my church all the time, don't come to me always blaming people. What do you think is the answer? Because the problem, I know it. Answer is what I'm looking for. So I need brainy people that are not just going to sit, watch, criticize, and walk off. We need to create an answer. How do we stop importing basic things? We have a big problem. We have a vast land in Africa. Vast land. Our land is wasted. Very soon, we're going to be slaves in our own land. You get to England, it's difficult to buy land. You're traveling from London to Manchester and you could see lands preserved. Well done. It's beautiful because they are thinking about the next 100 years ahead of time. A great man is a man that sees gold when it's in the soil. A great man is not the one that did wedding and said, I've spent 100,000. No. You think about your grandchildren before your wedding. You program, you plan, right? So this is where we are. Our land tenure system is bad. You could get to Ghana, you want to do a project. We started a project, wanted to do some factory, started a project. We got to the foundation and were told one person who talks and nobody else talks says, nobody can build in this area. So a whole area is being blocked because one man says no. And we asked and they say, well, no, you're hineneba. Now politicians need a or influence, but your no-go area. One man has blocked an entire national development because there is no law that controls that one man. And the law only controls those who are weak. This is an economy where there are laws, but laws protect only the strong. And the law is against the weak. However, laws are meant for weak people. The other way around. Enti obeba beto asase. Na watwi aka. Na obi nso aka se masase. Enko babia. You just have to cry and go home. So, you see, so what I'm trying to drive at is that we must get to a place we act on what we want to do, and we must be hungry for results. I'm working for KOFI TV. I want to make sure that by the time I'm leaving KOFI TV, there should be something tangible affiliated to my name. That when I was the editor of KOFI TV, I introduced this software. I brought this initiation. I was the one that did this. I can say from Kumasi High School, I started morning assembly preaching. University of Cape Coast, my results are there. Everywhere I go, my principle is that let me leave a footprint. I may not be able to do much, but one thing must be traceable to my name. I don't want to own it and go with it, but let me leave something. Because I'm not going to die from this earth carrying my car and carrying my house. I'll leave them behind. But there must be something tangible. So if we can be result-oriented people, or ye juma or education services, or ye juma or banks, or ye juma or but bibia nini musa opeso ja footprint. So action is what I think we need.
I was for me get this yes asempetia. But it's a program ben ebaswa and for church I know was it time ben obey a program be on Liberia Vice President
March.
That was March.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next year March as well will be here. Okay. Knowledge Revolution.
Knowledge Revolution.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. This time round
I'm preaching for Dansoman Action Chapel. Okay. So I'm going to be there on Thursday, Friday, Sunday, every evening 6 p.m. I'm also doing my personal meeting at the University of Legon. Okay. So it's going to be just one night on Saturday. So yeah, these are the meetings I'm going to do before I leave.
Okay,
yeah.
But is there any way or way to me a contact you?
If you check on my Facebook, there'll be the contacts there. Yeah, I think the flyers will be on my social media handles. Okay. Dr. Evans Oppong. So anybody can get it from there.
Dr. Evans Oppong.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Then over to me, I check Dr. Evans Oppong social media handles. No, na wait to me a follow no. Na programmer or can one say most this coming
this Saturday in Legon And then Thursday, Friday, Sunday, Danzoman Action Chapel.
Okay.
At Bishop Duncan Williams, 6 p.m.
6 p.m.
Yeah.
And at Legon, the any time?
6 p.m. as well.
6 p.m.
Yeah.
You know, a specific location here.
The hall is something hall.
And to just follow him on social media or the details, you get to know there's something hall, and then you will be able to. I was therefore say you are a great man. We free person could you some messenger or the buyer. I don't know. You better say and deep talk. Me a follow na se we yen koma wani je ho a na wasende ama oni bi atumi anya bi ahwe na enyina yesua de free mu na atumi aboa yen ama yatumi atumpon akoye nimu eyi pa. On this note, yabeda say na yakraw for joining us.
Yamisha.
Yabeda.
Looking for a shipping service that's reliable, on time, and affordable? Your best solution is ANS Trading Agency Limited. At ANS, we handle all kinds of shipping from door-to-door courier services from London or Europe. We also import left-hand vehicles such as articulators, trucks, and all kinds of cars. For your duty issues on 20-50 feet containers, we have you 100% covered. It doesn't matter where you're shipping your vehicles or goods from, either from China, Europe, America, or any part of the world. We are the best with duty. Contact us via www.answer24.com or call us on these numbers.
We are the best!
Hello, love.
Gary, do you have Mommy's parcel for her big day?
The shipping company says it will take 1 month.
A month? Gary, use Rapid.
Rapid?
Rapid courier ships from the United States to Ghana and 9 other African countries within 3 to 5 days. Log on to rapidgroup.com, buy, ship to us, and we deliver right to your doorstep.
That fast?
Yes, that's Rapid for you. Can you sign this?
I thought you only ordered Mommy's parcel.
No, I ordered a few car parts too.
Are you too busy to shop? We will shop for you. Rapid also has a luggage delivery service, so you can make that extra luggage and we will deliver at the lowest rate. Locate Rapid Courier on the Spinters Road off the Lekma Road.
Rapid Courier. Just shop. We deliver. Enjoy.
Hello, welcome to Yonak Digital. Here, we deal in security locks, smart locks, intelligent locks, which are ideal for corporate institutions, for banks, real estate, forex bureau, and many more.
Here at Yonak, we have a variety of locks. This is our facial recognition lock, biometric lock. This is our little biometric lock. It's ideal for front aluminum glass doors.
You can locate Yonak Digital at Wager, SCC Junction off the DVLA road.
Call us on 0553 892370 or WhatsApp us on 0507 242299.
Yonak Digital, security in style.
Good morning, sir. Sir, please, is Abigail there? What I say? Sir, please, would a dog bite me?
Abrante, come on, let's have the team. Huh? Come on, minute that drink.
Dad, what did you do to him?
Ask the dog.
He's the guy taking me to London.
This guy? How?
Yeah. He's a loyal customer of KOFI Ghana Limited, and they are rewarding their loyal customers together with their partners to see the KOFI Ghana Music Awards UK live in London, and it's an all-expense paid trip.
Wow.
And not just that, there are other several amazing rewards to all customers, including fridges, air conditioners, microwaves, cookers, and many more.
It will be everything I could be.
It's you just buy and win.
Oh, okay.
Where to?
London. KOFI Ghana Music Awards UK. So home appliances no KOFI. Sabusumi wemu. Now you could be the lucky one, baby. We no partner on an all expenses paid trip. Moko share live event nibi. Ewa queen ni promo na ni fasu ya DA. KOFI Ghana Music Awards UK. Entertainment no see.